Hello everyone, my name is Tiffany and this is my channel, Who's Your Handmade. Thank you so much for stopping by today. In today's video, it's another episode of Hashtag Friday Sews. I have a new make to share with you today, plus some Wawak drama. So if that sounds interesting to you, stick around. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by today. And if you're already a friend of mine, welcome back. Thank you so much for supporting my channel and thank you so much for your friendship. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not done so already. I would love to welcome you into the sewing community and get to know you better. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. What are you sewing this weekend? What projects are you working on? I would love to chat with you down below in the comment section. Today's video is a Hashtag Friday Sews video. Y'all know what those types of videos are. I'm going to chat with you about what I've been making, what I've been creating up here in my sewing space, some plans that I have coming up, and I have a Wawak, however you want to say it, order to share with you. And there was a little bit of drama around that. But before we get into that, what am I wearing today? This is one of my newest makes for myself. This is the Peekaboo Patterns Sicily swing dress. I did a whole video pattern review on this dress and the matching dress that I made for Addie on Tuesday. Thank you so much for everyone's sweet comments. I do feel a little self-conscious in this, but I'm taking my dear friend Stephanie's advice. She left a really sweet comment and suggested just kind of wearing it around the house, maybe getting used to it, make it into a house dress, or get more comfortable wearing it, and then maybe I can go out and wear it more in the public. And that's what I'm doing. I'm turning it into kind of a house dress. It is very comfortable. This fabric is so comfortable. So if you want to hear all of the details about this dress, I'm going to link Tuesday's video down below for you in case you missed that one. So let's get into what I have been sewing. Oh my goodness, y'all. I have been up in my sewing room every day, and that may sound like not that big of a deal, but it's a huge win for me. I probably had not stepped foot up here in my sewing room with the intent to sew or create anything in over a month. We talked about that last Hashtag Friday Sews. I caught you up on my life, gave you a little life update. But I have been up here this week and it has been so amazing to just come into the space, have new and fresh ideas, floating around, play with fabric, play with patterns, get more inspired, and it's just been so amazing. So I did make something for myself over the weekend. It's over here on Bernadette, my dress form. Bernadette is not my size. She's one of those just for looks dress forms. So this shirt doesn't fit her exactly right, but you get the idea. And I'll also put in some pictures at the end of the video of me wearing my new make. Let me tell you guys right now, I love this pattern. This is the Peekaboo Patterns oversized tee. It's like the OG oversized tee, I think is what it's actually called. I'll pop up a picture of the pattern. They have it in adult sizes and they also have it in children's sizes. I made the largest size, the 3XL, didn't do any adjustments to it at all, and it fits so well. I'm so pleased with the fit. It is so comfortable, and it does indeed give you a little bit of that more boxy look, the roomy look and feel that you would expect from an oversized pattern. I just love it. It's going to be one of my go-to t-shirt patterns. It does feature a dropped shoulder. Let me show you here. Here's the sleeve, and it's kind of hard to see with this print that I've chosen, but it does have a dropped shoulder here, and then you have an additional sleeve piece that you add on there. I did a little bit of pretty white top stitching there at the sleeve hems and down here at the bottom, and then I did top stitch around the neckline there with some white just to give it a little pop there in a few places. And then I used some really pretty ribbing from, again, my dear friend Agatha from In Agatha's Cottage. This is more of that great ribbing that she sent me. I paired it with that yellow color, kind of goes with the dots of yellow, and I know it's really hard to see. I'll try to see if I can zoom in here, get fancy with this video and zoom in so that you can see the little pops of yellow there in the print. This is a cotton jersey from Joann's, beloved Joann's. This is one of the only pieces that I have in my collection that looks semi-adult-ish. If you shopped that line there at Joann's, you'll know a lot of it was geared more toward kiddos with more childish patterns, and that's fine. I have a lot of that. That's what I really wanted it for, was for prints for Addie. However, now I'm kind of kicking myself for not buying more prints that would have looked okay for me to wear, because I love this fabric with this shirt. So what I'm gonna have to do at this point is pause my sewing of this pattern now, because I'm out of fabric, the type that I like for this shirt. I've been wanting to place an order with knitfabric.com. I know they have a wonderful line of cotton lycra that a lot of people love to use for cotton knit shirts. So one day I will be able to place an order with them and get a few more prints that look a little more mature, more for an adult as opposed to a kiddo. I made no pattern adjustments. I made a straight size 3X for this, except for I did make a smaller seam allowance for the seam going from the underarm down the side. I tend to do that a lot just to give myself a little bit extra room there in the middle region. For this shirt, it was not necessary. So for the next version, I've made myself a little note. I do not need to decrease the seam allowance on that side. Using the 1/2 inch seam allowance that they tell you to use is perfectly fine. The built-in ease is plenty that they give you for this pattern. Next time I might try a full bust adjustment, a very small full bust adjustment on this t-shirt pattern if I want to get a little fancy with it. I did notice that the front rides up a little bit higher than the back. I assume that's due to my fuller bust. So maybe next time I'll try that, but in no way does that hinder me from wearing this version. I love it. It's so comfortable. I have already made use of it this week and wore it a ton, so it's just a wonderful make. Talk about a confidence booster. It was a great one to make. So if you're looking for an easy to wear, easy to make pattern, this is a really good one. Again, this is from Peekaboo Patterns and it's called the Oversized Tee. There is a kid version if you want to do a matchy-matchy. I have a little bit of this fabric left and I think I could get Addie a matching shirt if she would wear it, so we might see that in the future. I've also been prepping for my sewing retreat, and I'm just going to show you one of the projects that I've been prepping. This is the Little Lizard King Castella undies. I talked about these a lot. This is just a perfect pattern if you want to make handmade undies for your kiddo. They have a lot of different options in this undie patterns. I do make the briefs for Addie and I have sized up for her to the size 6, and I've prepped in my little go bag here 8 pairs 8 pairs of little undies with this cotton knit fabric from Joann's. All kinds of cute little prints. Got the strawberries. We've got some bees in here. So yeah, and there's some leftover that I used from that. So I've got 8 little pairs of undies to keep me busy during the sewing retreat. I do have several other projects that I'm going to be taking, and I will talk to you all about those on my sewing retreat vlog, which you will hopefully see on Tuesday. Sewing that I have coming up, of course, is everything that I'm taking to sewing retreat. Hopefully I can get a lot done while I'm there and kind of dig in and get a lot of sewing done. I would also like to find more projects kind of like this one. Easy wins that give me a confidence boost, yet give me really great pieces that I can use in my wardrobe here as we go on with the summer months. Boy, is it hot right now, by the way, you guys. Indiana, Illinois, Ohio, the Midwest is like on fire. It is so hot out there over these couple days. So finding cool, comfortable makes is definitely a win right now. So I hope to get back into my pattern stash and find some patterns that I can make very easily. That'll be easy wins when I get back from sewing retreat. Speaking of sewing retreat, I hope to video mom as well. She has been so busy with her projects and her long arm, so I hope to do a little videoing of mom talking about her projects. She finished my quilt that I had found. You remember the one I talked about Friday? The finished quilt that my mom had found in my stash, and it is so beautiful. I cannot wait to show it to you all. It's one of those quilts that almost needs to hang on the wall. It is that pretty. So I'm so excited to finish that off with some binding and get a lot of beautiful pictures of that. Okay, let's talk about this order from Wawak, however you want to say it. This order from the sewing company. Now, I have ordered from them once before. It was a great experience. My order came very quickly. This time, however, there was some drama with placing the order. I noticed around Christmas time that I had tried to place an order for Josh to get me a few things over Christmas, and my card had been declined when I was trying to check out on their website. So I thought, well, maybe the Christmas rush, people were buying a lot of things, maybe their website was overrun with a lot of orders, so I just held off. Well, about 2 weeks ago, I tried again to place an order from Wawak, and all 4 of our cards, we were trying credit cards, we were trying debit cards, all of them were declined from that website. And it was very frustrating. I could not figure out why. I thought maybe they were based outside of the US, found out, nope, they're in New York. So I gave them a call. I called their customer service, and to their credit, they were very, very nice. The customer service people were very easy to work with. I had to end up calling my bank. My bank had flagged it was very strange because even some of the credit cards we were using were not from our bank, but yet they were all flagging this company as being strange. So I don't know if anybody else has ever experienced that from Wawak. Maybe it's such a weird name. Maybe it's because it's a sewing shop and not many people buy from it. I don't know, but I had to verify that yes, it was me. I was purchasing this order from this place, and they had to give it the okay to go through. So we did get it figured out, and I did place my order. It did take a little bit longer to get here than I expected. It was delayed by an extra day, but that is not due to the company in any way. That was their carrier. So anyway, had a little bit of drama when I was trying to place this order, but it did finally get here, and I was able to stock up on my serger thread. So I did place quite a large order of serger thread. I do like a certain kind, and I've found in quilt stores around me that this kind of thread is very, very expensive. I have went to a local store here in my area, and they want $17 a spool for this thread, and I found it on Wawak for around $5. So definitely worth checking out this website for your notions, your thread, your sewing supplies before you go to another store so that you can save quite a bit of money. I did buy enough to get free shipping. I think you have to order like $100 before you get the free shipping, but their shipping is a flat rate, very affordable. I think it was like $5. So if I hadn't bought so much, I still would have only been out a little bit of money for shipping. So let's look at what I got, and I am going to tell you the prices of things as I show you these, just in case you do want to check Wawak for yourself, and I'll of course link their website down below. The first kind of thread that I want to show you is that one that I was talking about. This is called Madeira, if you can see it there on the top of the spool. I love this serger thread. It's very good quality. It has a lot here on a spool, and like I said, it was so expensive at those quilt stores that I was seeing it at, but Wawak has it very affordable. So I picked up 4 white, 2 of the black, 4 of this light gray. This is my favorite color to use. I almost don't even switch my serger thread. I know that Again, sewing police, don't come for me. But I do like using this color on a lot of my makes. It matches a lot of things, blends in very well. So I use a lot of this gray, light gray color. And then I bought some dark blue, like a navy color. What I ended up paying for each of those was $4.89 each. The price difference will just about knock you out of your chair. $16 at a quilt store versus $4.89 from Wawak. Just crazy. So definitely worth placing an order there with them. I also like Maxi Lock serger thread as well. They look like these. However, these ones that I have ordered this time are special. These are called the swirls, and I love these multicolored ones. Look at these colors. They make the coolest looking serger threads. If you have never tried these swirls, you're missing out. This is the only place that I have been able to find them. Joann's never carried the swirl. Walmart has never carried the swirl. So the Wawak website is the only one that I have ever found these swirls. There are different colors. Let's see here. What's this one called? This one is espresso. So we have some browns in this one. I got 2 of those. I love this one so much. This is the blues. This one's called blueberry. Lots of pretty blues. And then this one is so pretty as well. This one's called tie-dye punch. I love all the bright colors in that one. What I like to do with these kinds of spools is that I will put 2 of these on my serger and then mix them with another color, probably like a white or that light gray that I told you I love using, so that I'm not having to buy 4 of these spools. I will mix my serger thread and it always turns out really well. So on the Wawak website, these are $6.89 each. So a little bit more expensive even than the Madeira, but again, I love them and I'm only buying 2 of them. So I went ahead and picked up some of those as well. And that's my giant box of serger thread. So I should be set now for all my serger thread needs. It totaled to be about $100. So if you're curious as to how much I spent on serger thread, it was about $100. Got free shipping, and shipping was about 3 or 4 days. So give Wawak a try if you're looking for notions or thread. They do have Gutermann thread. I know Gutermann is becoming very rare and hard to find. That thread that we always loved buying there at Joann's. I did stock up when Joann's was going out, so I did not buy any Gutermann thread this time around, but I'm definitely going to keep this company in my back pocket for when I do need to buy some new thread. And as for life, we are all doing very, very well. This is my 2nd week at my part-time schedule, and it is just amazing. The relief, the levels of stress that have been lifted off my shoulders. All praise be to God. All glory to Him for working out these solutions better than I could have ever imagined. It is just absolutely wonderful. And thank you to my husband as well, who's picked up the slack for us and just prayerfully continuing on with his career so that we can find other options for me. It's just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for every sweet comment that you left last Friday when I went into even more detail about life. It was just amazing to hear from each of you. Thank you so much for your encouraging words. Every comment just lifted my spirits, you guys. Thank you so, so much for your kindness. I think that's going to do it for this hashtag Friday Sews. As we're chatting right now, I am at sewing retreat, so I know I'm going to have a great sewing weekend. I hope you do as well. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment. Let me know what you're working on. I would love to chat with you. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.